everybody. What's going on? What's hot? What's hip? What's happening? What's shaking on your Friday night? God, I love these Friday shows. They're great. They're great. It's National Pizza Day, and so tonight I'm going to tell you all about pizza, as if you didn't already know. And yeah, a lot of things happening in the Dabbleverse. Everybody's heading to Atlantic City or somewhere. Are there Vegas people too? I don't know. I don't keep track. Super Bowl's this weekend. I'm super tired. I got to work all weekend, man. I got to be up at 4 in the morning tomorrow and 3 in the morning on Sunday. And I don't know if pizza's going to do it. I may not have pizza. I may not. I might just be. Oh, well, wait. I do have some pizza here. Yeah, I will have pizza this weekend. It may be Totino's party pizza, but it is pizza. Technically, it's pizza. Hello, Jokerfish. How you doing, Chief? Say, if you want, you can go to the TomGullyShow.com. Hundreds of podcasts there for your enjoyment, or just if you're having trouble sleeping, that'll put you out like a light. There's also cafepress.com/TheTomGullyShow if you want some merch, like this not that excited girl wearing one of our hoodies. You can get one of those. Let's see here. Jared says, Jesse is a pizza lawyer. I did not know that. I know Jesse enjoys his pizza. Up fingers, by the way. I'm getting to that. You can also go to paypal.me/Tom Gully Show, or you can go to the Patreon. It's all down there in the crawl. And please like, share, subscribe, hit that like button. Diana Jean O'Brien from over there in Shrewsbury, Shropshire is here. People saying hi to each other. We like a cheerful chat room. We do like a cheerful chat room here. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. Somebody came in here and asked if I was going to solo host the Pod Awful show, and I haven't heard anything else about it. That's all I heard. So some random person came in here and asked me if I was going to do it. And I don't know. Oh, and I am, of course, wearing yet another goalkeeping jersey from the good Germans at Reusch. Let's see here, Reusch. Wrong side, Reusch. It's got a thing here too. Yeah, this is badass. I'm telling you. Our good friend Trevor Garner is here. He was our special guest star on Wednesday. Chef is in the house, and I'm on speaker in the kitchen. Well, I'll try to keep the profanities to a minimum. Let's see. JC says, hell yeah, Tom, you're in from what I hear. I heard nothing about it. However, I am always the last to know. Always. Terry Nee is here. Yes. Yes. I watched Point Dabble Point today. It was really good. I watched a little of the BS show this morning. And I don't know if John's is going to land in Atlantic City. I'm anxious to see what goes on there. Peg Leg Biker says, New York style. Oh, we'll be getting into all of that. Trust me. We will get into all kinds of pizza information here. Let's see here. Jared said, Jesse was excited that you agreed, if I remember correctly. Don't quote me on that. I am an old man. Yeah, and you're younger than me. Zombie said, had earthquake an hour ago. I've been hearing rumblings, get it, that there has been an earthquake in Los Angeles. Julian Zezer, how long will New Jersey quarantine John before letting him out in public? I don't know. I asked on Point Dabble Point if what the over-under was on blood stains in the hotel room there in Atlantic City. I wonder how big of a security deposit Vince the lawyer had to pay for that room. And Kate, if you need a place to stay. Yeah, right, John. I'm not trying to. Yeah, of course you're not. Of course you're not. Oh, God, of course you're not. Of course he is. Diana Jean O'Brien saying hi to folks. Lyndon, of course, right there with a pizza emoji. Diana Jean O'Brien holding things down in the Facebook chat. Of course, the preferred way is here on YouTube. But by the way, we're over 1,800 hours on the march to 3,000 public viewing hours. We're like at 1,834, something like that. Julian Caesar, they just bet him down on cedar chips like a rodent. I'm sure there's quite a lot of Viz Queen, and everything there is Scotch guarded as well. Let's see here. Oh, God. I don't know. Who's he supposed to be hanging? I know Brennan and Broccoli were supposed to get together. I know Broccoli is supposed to get together also with John. I don't know who else is supposed to get together with John. I don't know. I haven't kept that close a track to it. I know that some people were saying they were going out to play Vegas, Ray DeVito, and maybe even Pat Dixon. But Pat Dixon maybe backed out of that. I can tell you this, and I know there's factions and squabbles. I love Pat Dixon's show. If you don't watch the 11 p.m. show, Pat Dixon does a heck of a show. Pizza eating stream. I didn't make any. I have some Totino's party pizza, which I think is the lowest echelon of pizza that you can possibly have. But anyway, let me tell you about pizza. Now, pizza, the term pizza was first recorded in the year 997 in a Latin manuscript from the southern Italian town of Gaeta in Lazio on the border with Campania. Yes. Now, Raphael Esposito is often credited with creating modern pizza in Naples. In fact, Neapolitan pizza was registered with the European Union as a traditional specialty dish, and it's part of the cultural heritage there officially. Pizza is among the most popular types of food in the world. There's a difference between what they serve in Italy as pizza and what we have here at home. Now, in 2017, the world pizza market was 128 billion US dollars, and it was 44 billion here in the United States. You're never going to guess how many pizzerias, or if you're Sal Governale, pizzerias, that there are in the United States. There are 76,000 pizzerias in the United States. And get this, every single day in the United States, at least 13% of the population eats pizza any given day. I'm just saying. I am just saying. Like the first kind of pizza, like the most basic kind of pizza that they ever invented, doggone it, there it is the margarita pizza. And there's actually a little history behind this. And this is legend and lore. It's not, and this was invented in 1889 when the Royal Palace of Campoamorte commissioned the Neapolitan pizza maker Raphael Esposito to create a pizza in honor of the visiting queen, Margherita. Of the three different pizzas it created, the queen strongly preferred a pizza swathed in the colors of the Italian flag: red, tomato; green, basil; and white, mozzarella. Supposedly, this kind was then named after the queen, and the queen issued an official letter of recognition, about this pizza, which is on display to this day in Esposito's shop, which still exists. It's called Pizzeria Brandi. Later research just kind of said that's not true, but who's going to argue, right? Pizza was brought to the United States by Italian immigrants in the late 19th century, and first appeared in, Little Italy, places like that, where a lot of Italians were. The country's first pizzeria, Lombardi's, opened in New York City in 1905. Now, following World War II, veterans returning from the Italian campaign who were introduced to pizza were crazy about it, and that's when people really started getting into pizza. Like crazy. A lot of different ways to bake it. Stone-fired oven is the I think, most popular. There's a lot of different crusts. There's debate over crust and cheese and all of that other stuff. But if you know somebody that works a pizza oven, whether it's stone or it's electric or whatever, man, that is an art. To move the pizzas from the back to the front and know which one's next. So I'm just going to go through a couple of the kinds of pizza here, okay? There's pizza margherita, which we just mentioned. There's pizza marinara, which is just tomato sauce, olive oil, oregano, garlic, no cheese. There's capricosa, which is ham, mushrooms, artichokes, egg. There's quattro formaggi, which is 4 cheese, of course. Quattro stagioni, artichokes, mushrooms, ham, tomatoes. All sorts of kinds. But the styles are what we in the United States like to argue about. California style, which is basically just using crap that shouldn't go on a pizza. My favorite, and I know this is controversial stuff here, very controversial stuff we're dealing with here. My favorite, of course, is the Chicago style. That's my favorite by far. Pizza. But I like all pizzas so much that, who cares? Detroit style, there's what they call grandma pizza, which is on a really thin crust. And, there's Greek pizza, which has got the, feta cheese on it and tomatoes and black olives. The jumbo slice, who doesn't love the jumbo slice? I mean, the jumbo slice, I got to tell you, there's sometimes in the world, here's a bunch of guys making pizza. I think it's a little stereotypical. Some would say borderline racist. But the giant slice, there's sometimes when a big jumbo slice, and this isn't even as jumbo as they get, what I'm showing you now, is the only thing that you can have. I mean, it's so good. There was a place, this is another thing about pizza. There was a place called New York Pizza. It's on Spring Valley Road, Street, whatever, in Dallas, near where I used to live in Addison. And it was run by Yugoslavians. But for $5, you got a big slice, way bigger than these, a small house salad, and a medium Coke. $5. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Julian Caesar says, as simple as pizza seems to be, it sure is hard to make properly. I've made many, few have been good. Oh, I'm so good at making pizza. Neapolitan ice cream. I like some Neapolitan ice cream. Esposito, according to Jared, means born out of wedlock. I think that makes the pizza all that more delicious. Paz says pizza is used as code word for hey. Paz, we don't use that word here ever. Jared said, I had pizza today. Jared's one of those pizza people from the New York area that thinks everything from New York is better. And this myth that New York pizza is the best pizza you're ever going to get. Can we tap the brakes on that? There's some really good pizza in New York. Don't get me wrong. But better than any... Come on. Some of the best pizza I had was when I was living in Norwalk, Connecticut. I mean, you can get good pizza anywhere. Julian Caesar says, I have pizza dough fermenting in the fridge. I'll make it Sunday evening. There you go. Turkatron says, I love Marge's. Turkatron, it is so good to see you here. Thank you for being here today. I appreciate that. Jared said 13% of the USA commits over 55% of the violent crimes. Pause, hell yeah, brother. Randy says, that's what I do, pizza. Yeah, he's a pizza chef. Blasphemy, Tom. Blasphemy. Turkatron says, I like Domino's pizza. Nothing wrong with Domino's. Pizza Hut had a Detroit style. Detroit style is pretty good, too. Terry Nee said, my first pizza was a Chicago deep dish. Oh, it's so good. The cheese. Goat says, nothing beats a New York slice. Well, they're pretty good. But a New York slice, you know, there's sometimes when it just hits the mark. It's nothing else will do. But if you, when I'm hungry, and I don't need that specific taste, said New York or Chicago style, Chicago style. Randy said, I sent you some pictures of pizza on chat. On Facebook, I'm assuming. I don't have that open right now. Pegleg Biker says, no breaks. We will agree to disagree on the New York pizza, says Jared. Paz says, my apologies. Don't worry about it. It's okay. We're past it. Stacy Allen said, God, you're so jealous of New York Gully. Yes, I am totally jealous of living nut to butt with people crowded, cramped in all the time, even walking down the street in Manhattan, just elbows and, you know, walking over bum dung, trash everywhere, everything super overpriced. Yeah, I am so jealous. Bad weather. Yeah, I am so jealous. I don't know why I'm living in Dallas. Here with the awesome weather. Hey, by the way, over 21, I'm doing my Shuli. Over 21 people are in here right now. But, you know, hit that like button, share, subscribe. Conky says, welcome to the new Tom Gully show. Conky, that appears to be a rodent of some kind. Is that Zeph? Is that really Zeph? Turkatron says, Dallas rocks. Turkatron knows. Turkatron knows the joys of Oak Cliff. I'm telling you. Stacy says, awesome. Hit the like button. Yeah, Turkatron knows. Turkatron's native of Dallas here. Well, she is now. I think she grew up in Mexico. Did you start out in Mexico, or do you just have relatives there? Dressed up as Barbie for her company party. Let's see here. Conky says that rodent was on the phone to you the other week. Were you? I just don't know if it's Zeph or not. I can't imagine anybody that would put a rodent in their avatar other than Zeph. I will say this. I'm not one for the pizza chain anymore. He's the guy from the UK that was wanting career advice. I hope that's going well for you. Goat said, did you cross the border, Turk? Okay, so Turkatron says, I was born in Dallas. I'm a D-Town native. And we need to get together that meeting of all the people here in Dallas-Fort Worth area so I can hand off the legendary sign. That's me. I'm not one for the pizza chain. So let's go down the big pizza chains. You got Pizza Hut, you got Domino's, you got Papa John's, and I'm going to throw Little Caesars in there, although I shouldn't. Okay. So if we're going to say those are the four big ones, probably I'm a Pizza Hut guy. I used to be a Papa John's guy. Papa John's just has gone way downhill. And so let's get together one of these days. Let's get something together. We need to do that. The Dabble Juice says, New Haven, my hometown, Sally's and Pepe's rock. Jokerfish says they're all terrible. I really think so. I think in any town that you live in, there's got to be whether it's one, location, or whether it's, let's just say, a big city like Dallas. They've got 6 locations across town, but they're mostly a Dallas thing. That's the way to go. That's really the way to go on all that. Now, there are some upstarts There's some places, is one of them called Blaze or some, there's some new ones that are like a little more high end. And then there's that one that you go in, they make the pizza for you, but you go and you to mama somebody or others that you cook it at your house. Stacy Allen says, my town has a place called Mazza Fiata, best pizza ever. What was that one in Norwalk? Man, I got so fat when I was living there. Oh man, was it good. Man, oh man, was it good. I think it was Leonardo's. Might not have been. It was a classic East Avenue, slice of Italy, New Crossroads, Uncle Joe's. Yeah, might have been. That might have been it. I don't know. But I would get a pizza there every night. It was so good. Goat says, best pizza I've ever had was a place in Boston called Oahu. Pegleg says, unfortunately, Little Caesars is the best of the four. I only make my own now. The prices are ridiculous. Little Caesars is good if you get it in Detroit, where they're headquartered. But otherwise, I used to be a manager. I was operation manager at a Pizza Hut when I was in college. And then I also was assistant manager of a Little Caesars. Pizza over here sucks. The only good pizza is Domino's pizza. You know, Domino's, I don't care for their pizza, but I do like that bread they have with the cheese and stuff. I love that bread. Best pizza places are the ones open till 4 a.m. I can't argue with that. Yep, all bad. Now you're making me call the old Sally Stars and order a pie. White clam and garlic. If you know, you know. Oh, I better open the phone lines. Close this other thing. Open up the phone lines. People get their pizza. But it's National Pizza Day. For all I know, one of the chains is running a deal where you get free pizza of some kind. Terry Nee says, I must have a bowl of nice marinara sauce for the crust. Well, and this is a point of contention too. A lot of people believe that the crust is what makes the pizza, the sauce or the crust. Now that is a debate, you know. When the crust is done, the reason I used to like Papa John's is that they used to have that garlic dipping sauce, which was kind of real. Now it's got oil instead of the actual garlic butter. Diana Bryan says, never rated Domino's or Pizza Hut. We have them in my town. Best here is Al Piclino's. Al Piclino's. Reverend Wild Bill says, my local place is Tava's Greek Rest, and I get my white pizza. Wild Bill and his white pizza, man. But if I'm in Atlanta, Little 5 Points, it has to be Savage Pizza. Yes! Loves me some Savage Pizza in Little 5 Points. The last time I was in Atlanta, my ex-girlfriend and a ton of people and a famous comic book illustrator, Greg Theakston, look him up on Wikipedia, that was a close friend of mine. We all met out at Savage Pizza. I have pictures, lots of pictures. Conky says, hashtag Tom Gully #1 show on YouTube. I'd believe that if 5 people hadn't already left the show and if we hadn't lost 5 followers this week alone. The show is not doing great numbers. Can we just all agree? Joker says, local mom and pop pizzas are the places for me. Same here, Joker Fish. Off topic, but Domino's wings are horrific. They really are. They are really bad. If you want a burger, you go to the Vortex. You really do. I like Grandma's Attic, too. Dabble Juice says, 100% agree. The Domino's stuffed jalapeno and bacon cheese bread is great. So is that feta and spinach bread they have. That's the one I get. Conky says, I want to buy some Tom Gully merch when I get a job. I don't know that do we sell that overseas? You might have to get somebody here in the States to mail it to you after you buy it. Sunday says, but it's a heck of a show, Tom. Yeah, we got a hell of a show going on here. Did you hear that Vortex got sold to Taco Loco? I did not hear that. Family run are the best. They really are. They really, really are. My favorite pizza place in Dallas, by far, is Alfredo's Pizza and Pasta in Carrollton. It's so good. Julian Caesar said, we used to have a pizza truck that drove around the neighborhood summer evenings. Bad pizza, but convenient impulse buy. Don't get wings at a pizza place unless you're a child, says Goat. Amen, Sunday, Jenna. Hell of a show we're running here. We've got over 17 people here. Like, subscribe, share. It makes me laugh when they say, to the over 1,600. And I'm like, I'm going to start saying, to the over 18 people that we have. Conky says, I'll pay extra to get it shipped to me. Well, you're going to, because I don't know that Cafe Press sells overseas. They might. I don't know. Sunday Jenna says, hey, Stacy. I understand the frog's not been feeling well. I hope he's back to feeling better. Of course, with the shocking news that the Shuli Network is soon to go to the way of the dinosaur, that just makes me laugh, some of the things. The screaming and the huge leaps of logic and oh, man. That's what you're going to get at a family place right there. Get better, frog. Oh, it's a tooth thing. Oh, that's the worst. Let's see here. Ray DeVito could help bring up your numbers. I don't think Ray would do this show. Thanks, Tom. You're welcome. I want the Tom Gully sweatshirt. Well, we got hoodies too, but the dark ones are good. The dark ones are great. Sandy Eastman says, Tom, we have a blading pizza here. It's really good. Now they have a pizza place in Golden Nugget. It's really good. Well, if it's in the Golden Nugget, those of you who know that when the Tom Gully Show goes to Las Vegas, we, since 1987 or 8, have only stayed at the Golden Nugget. I have stayed nowhere else. And I used to, okay, a lot of you may not know this. I used to be a touring stand-up comedian back in the 80s for only a couple of years. It might have been for a year and a half. And I played the Tropicana for, is it 13 weeks, something like that? But I still stay at the Golden Nugget. Hello again, it's Conky. Hello, Conky. Stacy on Gully, do you prefer McDonald's or Burger King? Okay. Across the board, Burger King. However, there are some times when only a Big Mac will do. And like 30, it's not even 30 yards, it's 20 yards from the front door of the CBS radio building in Dallas is a McDonald's. It's just too convenient, so I get that. But Burger King, generally speaking, I prefer because of the flame broil. Goat says, we got to get you into the win. Look, the amount of points I have built up at Golden Nugget in sort of the off season, like if it's not New Year's Eve or Super Bowl, during the week, I only pay like $37 for a room because I've had so many stays there. And I think on the weekends, it only goes up to like 90, 99, something like that. Tyler Greaves says, you really opened my eyes to moving to America the other week. Well, follow that advice, but make sure and have a gig when you get here. Golden Nugget makes me sad. Why? Golden Nugget rocks. Calzones, Strombolis, yes, those are good as well. Chris Abel says, CBS probably has stock in that McDonald's. Well, not anymore because CBS Radio was sold to Odyssey, but it is a company McDonald's. It's not a franchise. So, quarter pounder with Big Mac sauce. Oh, yeah. Who you got for the Super Bowl? I'm taking the 49ers. Hugh says, if you could buy a Whopper with cheese and McDonald's fries, that'd be great. Yeah, McDonald's does have a little edge on the fries. I can tell you something about the Kansas City Chiefs. The Kansas City Chiefs have, I don't know whether it's the video guy or the offensive quality control guy, but the town I lived in Utah, Loa, Utah, Loa, had a guy there. His mother works for the federal government out there, and his dad was a high school basketball coach out there for a while. And great people, just great people. Their son was born with an arm that wasn't, it was a birth defect. They don't have a football team in Wayne County, Utah. They don't have enough kids. There's not enough. It's just not going to happen. That kid, I think, went to Baylor, became a student, a graduate assistant, something at Baylor. Got hired by the Kansas City Chiefs. The first Super Bowl that they won, he was Andy Reid's personal assistant. Got promoted to head of video, I think, for there. And now I think he's offensive. I think they call it offensive quality control. For a kid who never played football and came from a town without any football to be employed by a team in the Super Bowl for the fourth time in the last 5-6 years, that's an amazing story. That's an amazing story. Tyler Greaves says, if you watch The Founder on Netflix, it's about how McDonald's came what it is today. Yes, Tyler, I have. I was recommending that to folks just the other day. Peg Leg Biker says, Whopper with cheese, no pickle. It's so fresh. Five Guys fries and cold beer. Five Guys fries are amazing. McDonald's fries were good back when they fried them in lard. Now not quite the same. Let me give you a little life hack on McDonald's fries. Especially if you go when it's busy, at lunchtime or in the evening when it's busy. How many of us have gotten those albino limp fries from McDonald's? That's because they're making so many fries that the temperature on the grease drops. There's so many of those frozen fries going in there, the temperature drops. What you do is you order some fries without any salt. Those they have to make in a separate fryer that's hot all the time. You get them, they're crispy, they're wonderful, and just put your own salt on them after that. You're welcome. The Founder is a great watch. It's deeply ironic to me that you can never get a shake at McDonald's when Ray Kroc, the guy that ended up taking over the company and is the subject of The Founder, played by Michael Keaton, he was there to sell a shake machine. That's what he did. That was his thing. And he stumbled upon these two brothers, the McDonald brothers, who had developed an assembly line to make the fast food, timed it down to the second. And it's in the movie. You'll see that in the movie. Goat says, Tom, have you seen The Holdovers yet? Paul Giamatti is very Gully-esque. Well, no, now I do need to see that because of what you said and the fact that he's nominated for, I believe, an Academy Award for that role. Love me a soggy fry, says Goat. Kahuna here. Kahuna Nye is here. Jared says, happy to be here. Well, Jared, I'll just go put it in here. I'm also happy to be here. There you go. Colonel Sanders does have an interesting story. I will go along with that, as does Dave Thomas. They all have interesting stories. They've all got a great story. By the way, phone lines are open at 972-994-6822 if you're interested. Oh, I got to get to bed and get sleep so I can be on the air for 8 solid hours, 2 days in a row. It's really superhuman, ladies and gentlemen, that I can do that. You don't know. You don't even know. You don't even know. I don't think any of you are listening, so I'm telling you, 7:30 to 10 Eastern on a radio station founded in October of 1926. Google it. And you can live stream it. Jumping back into YouTube chat. Well, good. It's the preferred way to watch the program. Over 25 people are in here. And Conky is back. You are superhuman, Tom. Well, oh, by the way, replayables tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, I want to say. 9 p.m. Eastern. 9 is 8. Yeah, 9 p.m. Eastern. Sorry about that. Replayables on the Shuli Network. Be there, be square. Let's see. Terry Nye says, I don't watch sports. Taylor Swift playing for the 49ers? I don't think so. People saying hi to Chris Abels. Reverend Wild Bill says, I know a story of how the KFC Colonel got his famous look. We'll cover that another time. After a night of drinking, we would go to a diner and get fries with brown gravy on them. I've heard a lot of people talking about it. So, yeah, it's 9 p.m. Eastern. It's 8 p.m. my time. I get so mixed up. 9 p.m. Eastern. So my show ends at 8 p.m. Eastern. It's an hour after that. There, now I'm doing it right. Chris is getting this stronger. Conky says, have you ever watched Breaking Bad? I've seen every episode, to my knowledge. Kahuna says, starting the weekend off right. There you go. Hola, Stacy and everyone, says Chris Abels. Of course, the big thing is who will hurl tonight on the replayables. There's only Eastern Standard Time. That's a philosophy that Bob Levy has been putting forward. Chris Abels is handing out emoji beers. Conky says, 22 viewers, let's go. Oh, we're up to 24 now. Over 23 people. Hey, thanks to the over 23 people in here watching. Guys, I guess I can take this damn stone-fired pizza sign down now. There we go. Get your friends to watch. Get your friends to be... Oh, man, homie, don't play that is here. I always root for BF to hurl. Me too. I don't know in the current formulation if he's going to hurl. But I'd like to see that. I've seen Shawnee hurl. I've seen Bob Levy hurl. I've seen Chris Abels hurl. You guys need more hurl videos. Homie Don't Play That is the power behind the throne on the replayables. She really is. Over 24 people. Friday is pizza day, the best day of the week. BS is a fake swigga. Well, what day of the week is the Shawnee Zone? Is that a Wednesday? BF drinks water. I think he sparks up, though, doesn't he? Doesn't he spark up? I don't know. I don't keep good enough track. Congy says it's 1:28 a.m. and I'm still wide awake. Well, Diana O'Brien's also watching from overseas there in England. So, you know, there is a show, 8 hours long. It's called the Tomathon. It's here on my YouTube page. It's New Year's Eve 2020. And I'm on for 8 hours, maybe a little more, and I am drinking during that. I really am. Terry Nee says, Shawnee has gone to warm vodka. I feel kind of guilty. Kahuna says, Tom, if your real name is Thomas, you could call your friends the Thomas. I don't want to do that. Sopranos, Breaking Bad, of The Wire, rate them. I've got to say Stacey Allen's ranking is the same as my ranking. However, where would you put Oz in there? I think Oz gets left out of the conversation, and it shouldn't. Because I would put Oz, I would put it tied with The Wire. Now, The Wire would be higher ranked for me, but the last 2 seasons of it were very uneven. They weren't bad, they were just uneven. Ross Dog is here. Send Joey C the link. I've got to arrange that in advance with Joey C. Conky says, Stacy, I will have to agree, Breaking Bad is number 1. Between Breaking Bad and The Wire. What about Deadwood? Deadwood, very, very, very good. What did I... Joey C is a ratings machine. He really is. I recently binged all of Nashville. I know it's a soap opera. I just couldn't watch. What about Yellowstone? If Yellowstone, I just think Yellowstone's going to have a tough final season without Kevin Costner. Because Yellowstone's first 3-4 seasons, man, really good, especially the first 3. I mean, they were heading for gold. But you kick Kevin Costner out of that, I don't know how that's going to go. I'm keeping an open mind, but we loved Breaking Bad, says Homie, don't play that. I vote Always Sunny in Philadelphia. It's really good. We heart Yellowstone. Here's the thing about Breaking Bad. I started to get tired of Walt's going to quit. He's not going to quit. Walt thinks he's the greatest. He's not. After a while, I'll tell you what, Better Call Saul. Put that in the mix. Stacey Allen, I haven't watched Sopranos. She's like, oh, you're missing out, Conky. You need to immediately watch The Sopranos. True Joker Fish. The music in Yellowstone is the best. Well, Stacey Allen, I have a hot news flash for you. Ain't none of it comes from New York City. You know where it comes from? Out yonder. That's where. Hayes Carl and Sturgill and... let's see here. Yellowstone prequel is good. It is good. How about Just Asses? I'm proud to be an ass. Oh, Conky, I've seen it all the way through at least 3 times. It's a must-see. Stacey Allen is dead on right about that. Really right about that. Dexter, yeah, you got to kind of throw Dexter into the mix. Not the Dexter reboot, though. Prison Break is a good watch. I know Whiskey Myers was all up in the first 2 seasons. Yeah. Back on topic. Best grocery store pizza. Well, I'm going to go for Gino's East Side Chicago style. I have Totino's Party Pizza in the refrigerator, which is kind of a snack pizza. It's not really even pizza. Nothing wrong with DiGiorno's. I ain't mad at DiGiorno. There's a lot of sort of private label, high tone frozen pizza now. There really is. Mayor of Kingstown, not so bad. Mad Men we can throw in there. Pizza. But DiGiorno's ain't bad. You know also what's not bad is the uncooked pizza from your grocery store deli. Depending on the grocery store. But sometimes, and it's cheap. You can get a big-ass pizza for $5.99. Sometimes they're really good. Paul Newman makes good frozen pizza. Never had it. Had the popcorn. Pineapple. A lot of people have a problem with pineapple. I am partial to a couple of pizzas from where I went to college. Muncie, Indiana, Ball State. Got a ring to prove it. There's like a single restaurant called Greek's Pizzeria, which is really good and it's greasy and it's good. But then there's Pizza King. Pizza King. Now, Pizza King made a barbecue pizza, which was killer. and a Hawaiian pizza was killer. Now, prior to having their Hawaiian pizza, I was dead set against pineapple on a pizza. Once I had theirs, I'm in. Count me in. Paul Newman, all the Paul Newman foods are good. They are. They're good. There's something off about DiGiorno's. Well, stick with me on this. Get yourself one of those Bobalis. Make your own marinara. Little oregano. Your own ingredients. I'm also famous for getting the Chef Boyardee pizza kit. I know how to prepare the dough better than the instructions. You can use their tomato sauce. It's pretty salty, but that doesn't bother me. And then put your own ingredients and cheese and stuff on it. So I wish they made more Fargo episodes. Each was unique. The first 2 seasons of Fargo, man, they are good. They are really good. Fargo. Everybody likes Fargo. I think they're doing another season. I watched the Italian TV series Gomorrah about Neapolitan organized crime. It was okay, I guess. Here's a series that's an Italian series. I think you can watch them on Amazon. I think you might pay for them. It's called Bulletproof Heart. It's really good. It's got comedy. It's got mystery. It's really good. Now, I recently started watching a new series that's on, I believe, AMC. Sadly, on Google TV, there's only one episode that was free, the first episode. It's got Clive Owen, and it's called Monsieur Spade. And it's the story of Sam Spade from the Maltese Falcon, 20 years after the Maltese Falcon, going over, and he's been living in France for that whole time. It's super good. Super good. Check it out. Stacey Allen said, I made my own pizza tonight on high-protein tortillas and turkey pepperoni. So yummy. Stacey, look at you, girl, all healthy with your pizza. Look at her. Girl likes her a healthy pizza. I don't even know what I'm having for dinner tonight. I really don't. I might just make a Totino's pizza tonight. Call it quits. Because I've got to get up so early in the morning. And I know for a fact that there's hillbillies in the surrounding area that are going to be slamming car doors and making noise about 2 in the morning and wake my ass up. Pizza? Yeah, pizza. You can get pre-made pizza dough at Trader Joe's. Hey, you know what? In Indiana, when I was there, not true anymore, but when I was growing up, there wasn't a lot of, there were Italian restaurants and things that you could go to, but not that many. Pizza hadn't been, on delivery really that much till I got into my mid-high school years. And so when I was in college, the leftover pizza thing was, I was so much of a rube that I just would eat the pizza the next day out of the box and cold. I couldn't eat cold pizza now if my life depended on it. I had a girlfriend in college that actually put it in the oven on a cookie sheet and reheated it so it was all crispy and delicious. And I was like, wow, she's a real chef. She knows what she's doing. Ronald Bateman calls it za, as it's known in some circles. I got to tell you, Ronald, who has been to the condo for Bushmills, I got to tell you that me and a lot of my friends used to call it za. You want to get some za? I know some people that want to get a pie. Let's see here. Stump jumpers are much nicer than hillbillies. Yes. Jared says, do people in Indiana call Italian food Italian food? They do in some places. Yes, they do. They definitely do. It's Italian. Where I lived, we lived on a farm. we had to drive like probably about 15 miles to a place called Arnie's Pizza, and pick up the pizza and drive it back home. Now, at a certain point, well, really when I went to college, that's when the pizza delivery, they would deliver the pizza to you. It was a big deal. But if you watch the movie Breaking Away, which is about Bloomington, Indiana, they do say Italian because the kid in it thinks he's Italian, but it's like, it's that Italian food, that Ide food, all that Eni food, linguine. Over 24 people. Thanks to those over 24 people who are here. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the share. Good Lord. I could be doing this show in a bus station to more people. What do we got? 10 minutes left? 10 minutes left. So, yeah, there wasn't that much. But when we moved to the big city of Carmel, Indiana, which at the time was, I think, 18,000 people. It was where my dad graduated high school, where I graduated high school. There was a restaurant, it was a Greek restaurant called George's International Restaurant, and that's where everybody in town went to get pizza, because they didn't. I think into high school, I was probably at college when delivery first started, because someone would have to go get the pizza. There was another great pizza place that made a Detroit style or a Sicilian style called Griner's Sub Shop. They made great subs, but they also had great pizza. So when does the cooking segment start? Well, Julian, if you ever hear me say 3, 2, 1, you'll know we're about to make pizza. Terry Nee says, it's a great show. I know. It's a cult hit. It's like one of the Ernie Kovacs shows. Critically acclaimed, but nobody watches it. Ronald Baby says, the upside to the bus station would be the interesting guest. High risk factor, though. They're going to close the bus station in downtown Dallas. Greyhound is closing a lot of bus stations for some reason. And the one in downtown Dallas is like, what? Place is always packed. But whatever. The Kahuna says, I mentioned it before, but Uni pizza ovens are the greatest. If you already make your own dough, the hardest part is done. Any pizza in 60 to 90 seconds. Well, now you can also buy those stones. Even if you're making a DiGiorno's or something like that, they've got these stones that you can buy with these handles on them that you put the stone in, take the handles out. When it's done, take it, put it back. Man, the pizza is so much better. Julian Caesars, they closed our bus station. People just stand on the pavement now. Well, in Dallas, at least we have, it doesn't do that much good, but we do have Amtrak that comes through the Union Station. So, lived in Abadan, Iran for years. Try the chapati. Okay. Maybe if you weren't so mean to New Yorkers, Gully, just saying, well, I don't know that losing a Greyhound station is that big of a loss. The only thing better than pizza at 2 a.m. in the college area is a hot dog shop. Or, for those of you who've been to Los Angeles, go to Pink's. There's a great burger stand that's open all hours, and celebrities are there late night. Everybody's there. It's not a sit-down place. Maybe they do have a sit-down there. I don't know. I've never done that. We just go up and get the burgers and walk around. Pink's in L.A. I don't even know if that's if it's even open anymore. You know, I saw Madonna there once. There used to be a restaurant. It's not there anymore in L.A. Called Gorky's that serves sandwiches. And George Hamilton asked to borrow my ketchup one time. He was in the next booth over. Pink's Hot Dogs, Los Angeles, California. It looks like it's still there and still open on and says it's free parking. Landmark, here. Sweet's got an article on it. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. And we're from a DiGiorno's pizza. Come on. Come on. Come on. It's just a Wikipedia page. All right, I'm closing the phone lines. That'll help. That'll help. Pink's was founded by Paul and Betty Pink in 1939 as a push cart. Menu items named after Hollywood celebrities. One of the Hollywood celebrities named it after it, Magic Matt, Mr. Cigar, is a friend of mine. Pink's has a parking lot. Okay, so let's see here. There's usually a long line of customers in the front despite the lack of a parking area. The often slow-moving line is viewed as a part of the attraction at Pink's, especially on Friday and Saturday nights, where the stand becomes packed with club and concert goers. They have a parking lot attendant, even though parking is free. Pink's original signature dog with a measure of 10 inches remains the stand's top seller. So there you go. Apparently they've got one up on the Las Vegas Strip now. So let's see here. Let's try to get through some of these these regular, everyday, garden variety freebie chats. Let's see here. Ronald Bateman said, I rode Greyhound from 17 to the 21st. Eye-opening. Yeah, it is eye-opening. White Castle, bang for your buck back in the day. Greyhound, it is staggering how the people working at a Greyhound station are, how aggressively rude they are to people. Toby McGrovey says, sorry, I'm late again. Nobody's ever late here. Nobody's ever late here. Trevor Garner said, I sold radio advertising once to the Greyhound station in Moreno Valley. I had to ride one time because I couldn't get a ride from Richfield, Utah, all the way to Las Vegas. Man, oh man. You're the best show ever, says Randy Ramos. Say goodnight, Gracie. Good night, Gracie. Pegleg Biker says, got to jump off. Love your show. Word will get around. Yes, mostly in bathrooms in the bad part of town. Have a great night, Pegleg. Night, Tom, says Trevor Garner. I've got another 3 minutes here. Lyndon says, take it light, Peg. Take it light. So maybe there's some other shows going on. Of course, tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, which I forget what time. We got replayables. So 7, it's 8 my time. It's 9 p.m., I think. Was that what he said, 9 p.m. Eastern? For the love of Mike. I am so stupid. So dumb. Let me see here. Where was Chris Abels? Doggone it. Oh, I guess I'm back up to the top. I'll find it. I think it is 9 p.m. Eastern. It says 8 p.m. my time. It is 9. I think it is 9 p.m. Eastern. Tempe, Arizona to Naples, Florida. Oh, Naples, Florida. Yes, of course. I know what you're talking about, Ronald Bateman. I've actually met Ronald Bateman, and it was in Naples, Florida, where I met him. Ronald Bateman has been inside my condominium at the time. 9 p.m. Eastern time. That's it. Replayables on the Shuley Network. Please make sure and watch that. Jake Hudson is here. Hello, Jake. How are you? Good to see you. 9. Jake! 9. 9. Trevor, did you guys talk about the Lycus lawsuit already? Are you still thinking about doing that someday soon? We did it Wednesday. It was on Wednesday. You're not dumb, brother. 9 p.m. I am really stupid. And 8 p.m. Eastern on Wednesdays. I'll get it one of these days. Jake liked and shared the program. Jake's with it, brother. Jake knows what's going on. Jake knows how it works. Got to like, subscribe to the over 20 people. Please like, share, and subscribe. Look, I have to go into a very grueling work weekend, as usual, at the Big Fancy Radio Company. Again, founded in October of 1926. I'll be on that nonstop, pretty much, from 7:30 Eastern to 10 Eastern on Sunday morning. If anybody wants to hear it. Yeah, go back and listen. It's there for you. Ronald Bateman says the Gully Heads. You're a good man, Jake. You're a very good man, Jake. I hope you're doing well. Anyway, hope you have some pizza tonight for National Pizza Day. I hope it's your pizza of choice. And I got to get to sleep. So with all that being said, yeah, by the way, you guys are the best. Seriously, thank you for being here. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. And in all seriousness. But with all that being said, till next time, we'll see you next time.